Good morning, everyone. All the online students, is it the screen is visible? All the online students, could you please everyone respond in the chat window? I request all the online students need to be respond in the chat window. Could you please all the online students need to be respond in the chat window? Okay. Perfect, guys. Let's continue then. So the one we have been done with these particular basic concepts here. If we just go with the very first concept, we have been done with the concept of what is automation testing. First, we have been done with what is automation testing. And after that, we got understood which we will be taking with automation testing, a real-time process implementation. I mean, as part of this particular respective real time, how exactly this particular automation has been came into the picture, when exactly we need to get start with that particular automation. That is what we have been discussed it. As part of this particular real-time process, we understand that it's mandatory of first we need to go with manual testing. It can be any kind of project directly. We never go with that particular automation. It's mandatory that first we need to start with manual. In certain stage, you will have any requirement of in executing more number of regression test cases here. Once we are having more number of regression test cases, we have to think about automation, not like conforming the automation. To conform that particular automation, we have to go with and satisfying that particular two preconditions. Mention that application should be stable and test case step should be freeze. So once your application has been satisfied these two conditions, then it will confirm that it will decide that yes, let's go with automation. Once you decide, once we confirm that we'll go with that particular automation, next we need to begin decide with the tool. So the tool has been decided based on POC, or I will be taking with tool evaluation. Once a tool has been decided, based on that particular tool, we need to start developing that particular automation scripts here. That is what we have been decided in getting started work with this particular Playwright automation tool here. Now, with the help of this particular Playwright, we need to get start developing that particular automation scripts here. So that is what we need to get started here. To get start working with that particular Playwright, we need to understand the Playwright with project. So we need to take with the help of this particular Playwright by taking with the help of different type of projects here. Further, first we'll understand to have a small overview related to that particular projects, what exactly that particular projects are related to and how exactly you can get work with that particular projects. That will have an overview. By that, you can get start working on that particular projects here. Continued on that, once we got comfortable with the project's overview, then we'll be getting started with that particular Playwright automation. So for that, just I can make a note of these particular project URLs here. All the online students also, please make a note of these particular project URLs here. Just mention that real time live project details here and make a note of these particular project URLs along with that username and password. And all the online students also, please be careful about capital letters and small letters. Whenever you are making a note of it, please be very careful about that particular small letters and capital letters. While entering with the URL, you need to be get go with that particular. While entering with the URL, you need to be get go with and having capital letters and small letter. Please make a note of it in a very proper way. All the online students also, please make a note of that particular project URLs in the very correct way. For this e-banking underscore symbol, e-banking underscore build one, life insurance underscore build one. All the online students also make a note of all that particular project URLs, including that particular username and password. Continue the scene. We got one more project. Make a note of all these particular four project URLs. take care about that username and password, guys. All the online students, that username and password also, the capital letters and small letters, take care about that. Fine. All the online students, everyone has been done. All the online students, everyone has been done. Okay, perfect, guys. So let's understand, have an overview of what exactly these particular projects and how exactly it can get start working with these projects here. As part of automation testing, it can continue with the same projects here. We already provide with access for every student to access of these particular projects. You doesn't require to go with any installations. You doesn't require any installations. We got our own server. We done with the setup in our own server only. Just you need to be get go with that particular internet connection, and then you need to enter the URL in a proper way. As an example, in Suresh IT, S will be the capital letter, IT capital letter. In this particular Suresh IT, S will be the capital letter, IT will be the capital letter. If you enter that particular small letter, you will not get. If you enter that particular capital letter, you will not be getting that particular URL. Just you can go with in having that particular capital letter and small letter in the perfect way. So further, the same these particular document for the safe side, I will be uploading in your respective Google Drive. In your respective Google Drive, I will be uploading that particular project URL document here. In case if you got any issues with that particular URL, you can cross check with this particular document. So the document related to that particular project URLs, I'm just uploading it. Let me upload the document. Okay. So that particular project URL document have been uploaded. So just you can refer from there. See the first project, this is very common project and which we can consider that very regular project here, which we can say that related to HR domain here. If I just go with this particular first project, mention that HRMS, mentioning that human resource management system, human resource management system related to HR domain. This particular project, which is related to that particular HR domain. Now, what exactly this project will be doing? What are the things we can go with this particular project here? Project is very simple. When you consider any IT companies, it can be any kind of IT companies. They have to maintain all the employee details, what are their qualifications, what are their particular job roles, and what are all that particular appraisals. Every information related to that particular IT employee, it's need to be get maintained here. So that much of information maintaining in manual or maintaining on the paper, which is not like in a very easy, that is what it will be taking with the help of this particular HRMS project. Rather than project, this is you can consider like a product here, because maximum of all the IT companies, they will be utilizing this particular product of HRMS as part of their particular company requirement. So what exactly you need to automate? What are all the functionalities you have to consider? See that. So everyone need to go with the same username. Username Suresh IT in a small letters. Password also it will be taking with Suresh IT in a small letter. Username will be Suresh IT in a small letter. Password also everything in a small letters only. Once you done that particular login, once you have been done with that particular login, it will be having that particular respective multiple models will be available, which is not like it will be taking with the small project, which we can consider that this is a long-term project. Lot of functionalities will be available based on your comfortable, based on your interest. You can go with in automating different type of functionalities. As an example, you will be taking with this particular admin model, which is having connectivity of all other models. If I go with this particular admin, which I can say that having the connectivity of all other particular models here. This particular admin first will be taking with company info. Once you click on that general related to that particular company, it's need to provide the details. In that particular company, what are the job titles are available, that particular job specification, everything. This particular admin model got a connectivity of other models here. Then we got PIM. We can say that people information management. PIM, people information management. That means which is related to employees here. As simple, we can go with and getting with list of employees. We can add with the new employee. We can go with deleting an employee. We can edit with the employee. So related to that particular employee, we can go with in performing all the required actions here. That is what we will be mentioning the PIM model. People information management, which is related to all that particular PIM model. Then it will be taking with that particular leave model. If I go with that particular leave model related to that particular leave summary, we can consider that employee leave summary. I mean, in that particular companies, what kind of leaves are there? What are all different types of leaves are there? Assigning within the leave to the employee, approve that particular leave, everything it will be discussing about that particular leave model. Along with that, it will be taking with timesheet. Like most of the real-time employees already working with the timesheet here. In IT companies, if you want to get in a salary, it's mandatory that first you need to be get fill that particular timesheet here. So once you fill that particular timesheet, how many hours you are working, what are the projects you have been working. Once you fill with the timesheet, that particular approved by manager. Once manager has been approved that particular timesheet, then it will be processing your payroll. Your salary will be processed based on that particular timesheet here. That is one particular model we got. Along with that, it will go with employee benefits apart from payroll. Your regular salary will be available. Along with the regular salary, it will be taking with that particular benefits also, and then recruitment in that particular company. What are the recruitment? What are the vacancies are available? Then it will be taking with that particular performance, that employee related performance here, and reports related to that particular application. Up to reports you can consider bug tracker and then help model you can ignore. These two models you can ignore it. You can consider up to a reports model. So you need to get start explore on these particular application, like what are the functionalities are available. Like as an example, adding these particular job vacancies or taking with adding with the employee. So according to your comfortable, by using normal regular data, you can start explore on this particular project. Then you will get more comfortable in working with automation, because as a automation tester, first, you need to very clear about what exactly that particular application flow. Based on that particular application flow, very easily you can go with in developing automation script. So as all you guys want to get explore and getting comfortable, what are the functionalities are available for this particular application, you need to get start working on assignment of this particular HRMS application. That is what your assignments will be started from today. As part of our training program, we will be having regular assignments will be provided. On to date, it will be need to able to comfortable taking with the practice. So what exactly the first assignment is, which is related to manual only. This particular first assignment, which is related to the manual, mentioning the design of test cases. What is mean by test cases? How we need to write the test cases? I'm not explaining all those concepts here. All that particular concepts, you are already aware of that. I'm not explaining anything related to manual testing. So your assignment is design of test cases. But if you want to design the test cases for the whole HRMS project, if you want to design the whole test cases for application, it will take lot of time. Because of that, for the time being, you can continue in designing the test cases for login and then PIM model of HRMS application. All the online students, don't be confused at all. Your very first assignment, very regular assignment of manual, you have to design test cases. You need to design test cases for login model and PIM model of HRMS application. First priority. First priority is login model and then PIM model. In case if you complete these two particular models, still if you are more interested you can continue in writing with the test cases for other modules also, but at least mandatory of you need to go with these two particular modules here. And now, while writing test cases, you may get in a question. Sir, you are saying that you want to write with the test cases. For writing that particular test cases, what exactly the test case template, nothing but format need to follow. I'm not giving any specific format as all you guys are already aware of manual based on your comfortable. Based on your comfortable, whatever the template you are comfortable, you can continue with your own test case template only. I'm not having any issues on that. So my requirement, everyone, you need to complete in writing with the test cases here. Test case template, that particular format can be anything according to your comfortable. I can go with any of that particular format here. Okay. Now, once I got in a test case template, if I go with this particular test case template, I'm mentioning that your own template. I'm not giving any specific template here. According to your comfortable, you can utilize your own template and complete writing with the test cases here. Okay. And again, I will get in a one more doubt. Sir, test case template, okay. But we want to write the test cases. In general, in common, if we want to write the test cases, what we require? Online students. If you want to write with the test cases, what we require? Excel sheet. Okay. First thing, we need to go with requirement document, right? If you want to start working with that particular requirements, test cases, you need to go with requirement document. So from where we can get requirement document related to this particular HRMS application. Related to this particular HRMS application, from where you can get with the requirement document is that SRS document I will be providing. That particular SRS document I will be providing it. You are not worried about that particular requirement document. But further, you guys need to go with in maintaining one particular proper folder structure. In your laptop, better you can maintain proper folder structure. As an example, I'm creating one particular folder, one project folder, HRMS. I'm just created one particular project folder, HRMS. Inside of that, based on your comfortable, you can come up with your own folder structure related to manual testing. As an example, I created one folder, documents, creating one more folder mentioning the templates, and then creating one more particular folder you will be taking with test cases, test scenarios. Okay. Then we'll go with one more particular folder, test cases. Not like mandatory, you have to go with the same thing. So it's not like mandatory that you need to go with the same folder. Just I'm giving with you the details based on your comfortable. You can go with your own folder structure, which it will be mentioned that test execution, and then you will be taking with this particular one of you will be taking with test reports. So this will be better to get maintain all these particular folder structure as part of your manual testing. As part of your manual testing, this will be good to maintain these particular folder structures here. In your local system, you can maintain this particular folder structure. Now, in that particular test cases folder, you can maintain your test cases. In the test cases folder, you can maintain that particular test cases, but writing that particular test cases, I need to provide SRS document here. Let me provide that particular SRS document. So related to this particular HRMS project, related to HRMS project, you required SRS document. I was maintaining in my documents folder. I was maintaining in my documents folder. So the main folder HRMS, under that documents, under that you will be maintaining that particular requirement document. For your access, I'm uploading in Google Drive. I'm just uploading in Google Drive. So how you can do? First, you can download HRMS document. First, you can download that particular HRMS document, and then you can maintain in the folder of documents folder. And if you open that particular HRS document, lot of details will be available. Just you can go through these particular details and get more understanding of that particular project. So here installation will be available. You can ignore installation part. Installation part, you guys can ignore it. You doesn't require to go with any installation. That username, password, everything we are already done the setup. Just you need to explore what are all functionalities has been available for each and every particular module. So now you got an access for HRMS project. Application URL, you got an access. In the same way, you got an access for HRMS document also. You can refer application. Parallelly, you can refer requirement document, and you can continue in documenting test cases. How many test cases you want to document it depends on your comfortable. There is no limit. Based on your comfortable, you can try to document maximum test cases. By that, it will help you to automate that particular test cases here. So you can try in documenting maximum test cases, because once you start writing with the test cases, you will get in a more clear picture with test case that steps. Once you are clear about the test case steps, it will be very easy to go with automation testing. That is the reason I have been given this particular assignment. This is what your first assignment you will be working. And parallelly, you can continue other projects also. That is what you will be taking with e-banking. Another project that is e-banking, we can mention the banking domain. Another one, I can say that e-banking, which is related to that particular banking domain here. Okay. So what exactly this particular project and how exactly it can go with this particular project? See that. So while working this particular e-banking, if I go with modules, mainly we got three modules here. This is also not like in a small project. Lot of functionalities are available based on your interest. You can continue these modules here. Mainly, we got three modules here. As part of that particular three modules, first module, admin, and then second module, employee, and the third module, you got customer. If I go with these particular modules, first module is admin, second module is employee, and third module is customer here. Okay. Now, if I go with admin module, I have been provided login details only related to admin. I given the login details only related to admin because first you need to go with login as admin. See here. Login as admin user and create employee user. You need to log in as admin user and then you need to create that particular employee user. That is the reason I provided that particular credentials only related to that particular admin model here. I mean, admin user. You can cross check that. If I go with this particular e-banking application in a URL e-banking underscore build one. We got three modules, admin module, employee module, personal banking, nothing but customer module. Personal banking is nothing but customer module. First we got admin module. If I go with this particular admin module, it will be taking with admin, it will be doing login as admin. Once you done login as an admin, you need to test all the required functionalities. Lot of functionalities will be available. You need to continue all that particular respective functionalities here. And after that, you can go with employee module. Under that, you will get an option of add employee. Once you click on that particular add employee, that particular employee ID auto-generated. Employee ID auto-generated. You need to remember this employee ID and then you will be providing with password. So whatever that particular employee ID password you are providing, the same employee ID and the same password you will be using in login into admin module. Okay. Now you can see here. If I just go with these particular modules here. First, it will log in as a admin and then create an employee. And the next step, as I will get an employee details, again log in as employee user. Log in as employee user and create customer. So log in as a employee user and then you need to create customer. So as you will be getting with the employee details, you need to log in as an employee and you have to create that particular customer details here. Further, see the application. If we go with this particular application, it will be having employee model. As part of that particular employee model, you need to enter employee ID. You have to enter your employee ID, what you created, and then you will be providing that particular password. Then taking with that particular login. Once you're done with the login, as usual, all the different functionalities will be available. It will continue all the different functionalities. And then it will be taking with this particular customer. Under that, it will be taking with add customer, which it will be taking with that particular add customer. You need to be click on that particular add customer. Once you got click on that particular customer details, then it will be taking account ID auto generated. For login, you need to remember email and then password. So here, whatever the email you are entering and whatever the password you are entering, that you need to remember as part of customer login details here. This is how you are creating that particular respective customer here. Okay, which you will be taking with logout. Done. And finally, you will be taking with login as customer. Login as customer and perform. Perform all the banking activities. You can log in as customer and perform all banking activities here. So this is what it will be taking with that particular three modules. Mention that admin module, employee module, customer module. So once you done login as a customer, that is personal banking, consider as a customer module. It will be taking with email ID and it will be taking with password. As a customer, your regular net banking option. As an individual customer, you will be having your regular net banking options here. That is, you can go with fund transfer. If you want to transfer within the fund, first you need to get add beneficiary details here. And then you need to get go with in transferring within the fund, taking with which type of transfer. And then taking with that particular view branch and then taking within the view balance and then taking within the transaction, what kind of transactions has been done. That particular regular net banking options will be available. You need to continue in testing of this particular customer model. That is what you got these two particular project. One is that particular HRMS project. Another one you will be taking with e-banking project. And again, to get in a more understanding of this particular e-banking project also based on you're comfortable. It's not like mandatory. Based on you're comfortable, you can maintain similar folder structure related to that particular e-banking also. How you are maintaining the folder structure for HRMS, similar to that, you can maintain that particular folders related to this particular e-banking also. That depends on you're comfortable. Based on you're comfortable, you can go with in maintaining that particular respective folders. And if you are very much interested, you are spending the total dedication time for the learning, then you can go with in working with in preparing test cases for these projects also. Test scenarios. And then one more folder, test execution, and then test report. Now again, as usual, it will be taking with requirement documents related to this particular e-banking also. You need to be get go with that particular requirement documents here. Previously, when you're working with HRMS project, we are having only SRS document. In the same way, while working this particular e-banking project, this depends on client. Based on that particular client, you will get different type of projects here. I mean, different type of requirement documents here as part of this particular client and as part of this e-banking, we got SRS document. Along with that, we got BRS document also. Both the documents need to be get refer and need to understand that how exactly we can continue that particular testing. As already you guys are aware of this manual, full form of BRS, online students. Business requirement specification. If I go with these particular BRS, we need to be get mentioning that it will be taking with business requirement specification. So what is the use of BRS? Online students. What exactly use of the BRS document? Right. So as simple, if I go with this particular BRS document, in simple, we can mention that to understand, business overview, or we can say that business flow of the project. The main objective of the BRS document. The main objective of BRS document is to understand business flow, or we can say that business overview of that particular project here. This is what I will be taking with BRS document here. So now, related to this particular e-banking, we got an a BRS document. In the same way, we got SRS. SRS document mentioning the software. We can say that software requirement specification. Now, if I go with the SRS document, what is the use of SRS document? Online students, what exactly the use of the SRS document? All you guys are already knowing about manual. As part of manual, you're already working these particular documents. Okay. In simple, we can mention that to understand what need to be tested in the project. To understand what need to be tested in the project. So that is what it will be mentioning the BRS document, SRS document. BRS document mentioning the business requirement specification. To understand business overview, or we can say that business flow of the project. SRS document to understand what need to be tested in project. So that is the reason as part of the real time BRS document may available, may not available, but most of the time it will be taking with SRS document. Most of the time it will be able to see that particular SRS document. So in this way, we can go with in having this particular BRS document and then taking with that particular perspective of SRS document here. Okay. So now for this particular e-banking, I'm providing all these particular documents here. Again, all these particular documents I'm just uploading in your respective Google Drive. In your respective Google Drive, I'm providing BRS document, SRS document, and project explanation also. It will take some time to understand all these particular documents. You guys need to spend some enough time to go through these particular respective documents here. As an example, if you refer this particular BRS document, if I go with this particular BRS document, why we are saying that business overview? See here. If we just look into this particular diagram, like we got, this is internet banking. As part of internet banking, nothing but e-banking, we got in three models: admin model, employee model, customer model. If I go with admin model, see the flow, how we can understand. As part of that particular admin model, we can go with employee. Admin can add employee and admin can view the employee. In the same way, related to the branches, admin can add with the branch and then view the branch. So this is how, by seeing these particular BRS document, we can easily understand that what exactly the flow of that particular business, or what exactly the overview of that particular business, that we can understand here. In the same way, so you got admin model and then employee model, and you will be taking with customer model. Continued with the same, you got SRS document. We got SRS document also. In SRS document, again you will be getting different type of diagrams here. Previously, we got use case diagram, and here you will be getting system flow diagram. Let's see here. So look into this, we got activity diagram. As an employee, login need to be done. Login is successful, it will display all the menu options. Login is fail. Again, it has to ask for entering the username, entering with the password. This is how you will be able to see different type of diagrams here. Based on that, by referring these particular diagram, you need to understand that what exactly the functionality we need to be tested. So it will take some time to understand these particular documents here. So you guys can refer enough time in understanding the functionality. Along with that, in case of interviews, not only that particular banking project, it can be any kind of the project. Whatever the project you want to explain in an interview, as usual, first you need to go with project name. You need to go with that particular project name, and then you will be taking with overview. First, we have to explain to the interviewer name of the project, overview of that particular project. After that, we will go with what exactly the models of that particular project and what is the purpose of each and every particular model and which model you worked it. What is the model you worked it and what exactly the responsibilities in that particular model here. That is what you need to be get explained. Along with that, as part of manual, as part of automation, what are the different types of testing you done and how you communicated for that particular team, you need to explain it. For the reference, this particular document also have been uploaded in that particular Google Drive. So now you got all the documents related to HRMS project and then taking with this particular e-banking project. Continued with the same, you got one more project. That is what I will be mentioning, the LifeSure, which is related to insurance domain. This particular one, LifeSure, which is related to that particular insurance domain here. Now, related to this particular project also, again, you got a name similar models only. While working this particular banking application, how we got a models in the same way while working insurance also, we got in the same models here. We got admin model, official model, and then user model. Once we have been login as an admin, we can create official. You will be taking with login. These login details, you're already having it. We can create an official, we can create an policies, we can edit with the policies. So all the regular information related to that particular insurance policies here. And for this project also, we got that particular SRS document. BRS document is not available. We got only SRS document. That particular document also I'm uploading in your respective Google Drive. Related to insurance project also, I have been uploaded that particular SRS document. So for every project, you got an SRS document which have been uploaded that particular SRS document here. And finally, you got one more project, that is what you will be taking with adapting. This is, we can mention that hotel domain. And these particular project mainly suggestible for manual testing. Like if anyone want to go with manual testing in a more practical way, in the real time oriented, you can use this particular adapting project. Even automation also we can do it. It's not like we cannot go with the automation, but when you compare other these three projects, this particular adapting project is more suitable to understand your manual testing. Because as part of this particular project, you will be able to see two bills here, build one and then taking with build two. As a manual testing in build one, as usual, we need to find the bugs. In build one, we have to find the bugs. In build two, we need to retest the bugs. We need to retest the bugs. So that is what you will be taking with this particular adapting project. As part of that particular adapting, in build one, first you can come up with in finding all the bugs. What are all the bugs has been available. After that, in build 2, you can go with in retesting of that particular bugs here. If you want just one simple understanding of this particular adapting project. This is related to hotel domain. You will be having the build number, build 1. In the build 1, you have to find the bugs. Like for example, I'll just do this login. I just log in as Suresh IT 1234. Okay. I'm selecting particular hotel. I'm giving the check-in date. I'm providing check-in date as previous date. If I'm providing check-in date as a previous date, it's need to provide error message. Originally, it has to provide an error message. Let's see. If I click on search, it is not giving any error message which can report as a one particular bug. In the same way, here it has to display Suresh IT 1234, but it is not displaying it. So this is also one particular bug. We got lot of bugs has been available in this particular build one here. That is how first you need to test with build one and you can find all the maximum bugs in the build one. Once you find all the bugs in build one, in build two, you can go with retest the bugs has been fixed or not. To retest, you can click on the option go to build to. Then you will be getting build to URL. So first you done with the build one, finding with the bugs, development team fixing with the bug and releasing that particular build to. So here you will be doing the same login credentials here and then you have to retest the bug has been fixed or not. So here it is displaying correctly. Then I'll go with entering previous check-in date. I'm just entering previous check-in date. Now if I click on search, giving an error message. In build 1, it is not given any error. We reported as a bug. Development team got fixed the bug in build 2, so that it is giving error message here. Okay. Now assume that if I just click on that particular search, now here still the same bug we got it, bug is not fixed it. So that is how for doing with the practice of that particular manual testing, this is one particular project best suggestible here. All these are real-time projects only. Every project, if you want, you can maintain in your respective of resume also. Now to test this particular project also, again, you required an SRS document. Related to this project also, you required an SRS document. You got e-banking, you got that particular HRMS, and then insurance, and then this is related to ADACT in here. If I go with this particular respective of SRS document, will maintain that particular SRS document. The same SRS document as usual, I will be uploading in this particular Google Drive. So in your respective Google Drive, I'm uploading SRS document related to ADACT in here. Now we can see that all the documents, ADACT in project, insurance project, e-banking project, and then that particular HRMS project and the project URL. So every SRS document have been uploaded in your respective Google Drive of notes folder. Under the notes folder of the Google Drive, you will be able to see to have all the project related documents. So these are the 4 projects which were already given the access here. So I will go with in getting started working with the HRMS project here. Parallelly, you need to be get continued with the practice of other projects also. At least in a worst cases, you need to continue with HRMS project and e-banking project. By that, you will get in a more comfortable with the automation. Still, if you are more interested, you can just continue that particular remaining projects also here. So these are all the project overview and all the basic concepts we have been done. From tomorrow, I mean from Monday, we'll be getting started with our actual playwright concepts here. Till now, we are into all the basics and then all the automation process and everything here. From Monday, we'll be getting started with our actual playwright here. So there we will be getting started working with this particular automation concepts here. But in the meanwhile, please spend with the time in referring with all these particular project documents also. You can go with all these particular project URLs. You can start explore on these particular projects here. Then you will be getting more, I mean, the practice, you can easily go with an understanding automation also here. Okay, clear? Online students, everyone has been clear? Online students having the questions, you can carry on. So we can go with the same projects here. If required, we'll go with other projects also for the resume purpose. But initially can go with the same project, but the resume preparation, I'll take care about it. In the resume, how it's need to be done, that information I will be providing it. Okay. All right. Any more other questions from other people?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
I just want to know, can you send us the recordings or the documents that you just now showed us? It
Everything
will,
it is available in your Google Drive. So you got
okay.
an access for Google Drive, right? In the Google Drive, you will be able to see two folders here. So one is notes folder, another one is videos folder. Under the notes folder, I have been uploaded all the documents here. And under videos folder, today's session video, it will be uploaded in the next 2 hours. Okay?
Okay, just let me check. I have not
Yeah.
got any email from.
Just cross-check with the email. In case if you not receive any email, you can connect with the management team. Tell them that you required a Google Drive access. They will be giving an access for these two folders here. Okay,
Yeah.
is that clear?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. No more other questions, right?
No.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we
please.
will be so we will be preparing the test cases and the build one, build two that you will be helping us to do.
No, you have to do the prepare the test cases because I'm not
Yes.
explaining anything related to manual here. So manual
Okay.
part already completed. So I'm not explaining anything related to the manual. You have to continue and preparing that particular test cases. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and after that, how playwright session will be starting from when?
From Monday, we'll start
Okay.
our actual playwright.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those,
Yeah, Suresh.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, like, if we have done with writing the test cases, is there anywhere we need to upload them or how?
Yeah, I'll
How
tell
are we
you.
going?
Yeah. So first I can get started in doing it. So after that, I'll
Mm-hmm.
be telling that where it's need to be get uploaded here.
Mm-hmm. So we are
Okay.
going to just write about the regression test cases or the whole functionality, like all a
Better
kind
you
of.
can give in a priority for regression or I record just first you guys need to be having a refresh of manual and then you need to be ready with the manual test cases here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Uh, Ritesh, we can continue our own format because we have in multiple people from the different sectors, right? So everyone, I mean, as already most of the people know the manual, just you can continue with the same here. Okay. You can continue with your own format here. Is that clear, Ritesh? Okay. Okay then. Take care about the things. Meet you on Monday then. Thank you.